Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's a beautiful Southern California day here in the Los Angeles area. We're in the city of Redondo Beach, which is a suburb of Los Angeles. Los Angeles is so vast and so large that it's just full of all these little neighborhoods and cities and little different areas that are quite different from each other. So we're going to take a walking tour here of part of a section of South Redondo Beach. And as you can guess, Redondo Beach probably has a beach, which it does, a vast beach. We're in a little section called Rivera Village. So it's just off of the water. In fact, if you look straight ahead there, you can see just past the palm trees a little bit of ocean over there. So we're just a couple blocks away from the ocean. So we're going to cross the street. Just wait for traffic here, across the street. And see what we can see. See what's going on here in Riviera Village this morning. It's about 72 degrees Fahrenheit right now, but it's still early. Today should be warm, not blistering hot. Should be warm. Even though most of the drivers here are real courteous and stop. For pedestrians, it's always good to wait a moment and just make sure that they do stop. So yeah, the business is just getting ready to open up. Here, this gentleman's cleaning out the front. Good morning. The restaurants will be setting up soon. This is outdoor dining. You can see across the street there. Local 90, Pilates, real estate. Redondo Beach has been really good about allowing outdoor dining, and they've set it up really, really nice. Real estate. Activewear. Hennessy's over there is very well known. Been around for a long time here. Rebel Republic, with the pub emphasized there. Oh, this is kind of nice here. King Harbor is the first major harbor up the coast from us, still in Redondo. It's a very interesting mural. This is the brewing company, so there's lots of breweries as well as pubs, but lots of microbreweries in the city. Laser Aesthetics Boutique. Actually looks like a really clean store in there. Creme de la Crepe over there. The Riviera House, so a whole section of restaurants. Day Spa and Back, Creative Designs. Oh, lots of nice things in here. Different things to decorate your house. Well, definitely a mix of themes, but a lot of nautical in there as well. Creative Designs, Home Decor. In this area of Redondo here, not a lot of liquor stores, but you know, in most neighborhoods there are a lot of liquor stores around. Redondo Beach itself is a huge city, huge by square miles and how it's spread out, almost long and narrow. And so the neighborhoods vary quite a bit. Moon Dancer. Beauty Treats. Oh, that's an interesting name. Oh, here comes the dog.
Oops. Basically, and what's called it.
Restaurant here. People out for breakfast or coffee. This place has a, wow, I like this corridor they have set up here for dining too. They have a whole separate area for bike parking. Cycling's very big over here. Certainly being a beach community. So the neighborhoods are spread out within the city itself. Here, we're part of the beach community. Up north, highly residential, single-family homes, a lot of apartment complexes, and in between, there's a lot of business, industry. Wow, this is a nice bench. Instead of having just a standard laminated or a varnished bench, they got somebody painted one to make it look nice. Same with this electrical box coming up here. They kind of just blended it in with the area. Sees today the iconic California VW bus, or van for people who don't recognize the VW term, that very much California. Preston's across the street. These restaurants will start filling up a little bit for the lunch crowd. Well, those are nice doors here at HT. They have a nice corner location with a really nice patio and a large area inside. Restaurant, bar. Most of the restaurants in this area have bars as well. Oh, there's the sign, HT Grill. And right over there you can see a good glimpse of the ocean. Take a look. Cross over here. Oh, beautiful. Ocean's beautiful today. Not too choppy. Not smooth, there's just enough texture so you can see the water moving along. Saks on the beach. See what they're serving today. Lavender spice latte made with real lavender. Well, it's nice to know it's real, along with sandwiches. Lavender latte, I've never had that before. So this is kind of like one of the main streets, which is why we see so many of the restaurants here. And the city is very much, since it's been here since much earlier in the 1900s, the city is very much a mix of uses. So of course we just passed a whole section of restaurants and we're quickly into business over here at Plaza Riviera. We have apartment buildings across the street. Very tightly woven community. Some of these houses are really nice. And since we aren't quite on the water, so these houses here don't back up to the water, but if you look down this corridor here, you can see it's only a block till they hit the water. So we're getting into some nicer remodels, more recent remodels on homes. Wow. Oh, this one's nice. Definitely makes a statement here on the corner. Avenue H in Catalina. So Catalina is one of the main streets here. On the right over there are some of the homes that have been here for quite some time. You can tell by the design, original wood frame windows, wood shake roofs. Those are not quite apartments, not quite townhomes. Looks like each unit has several, each building has several units, and then more of a traditional old school apartment building in the back. That's some pretty pricey real estate. Excellent. Good morning. There's a Spanish theme over here as well. Wow. Looks very nice. And then we come right across a dentist's office, right on the corner here. On this site in 1897, nothing happened. There's the non-historical plaque on the building. Yep. Way back when, in 1897, nothing happened. Beautiful. We'll circle around on the beach, which will be the boardwalk in a little bit. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, this is nice. Like keeping some vegetation in their yard kind of protects them from being right out on one of the major streets here, Catalina. Wow, speaking of that, this is the next house over. They have quite a bit of vegetation out here. Well, let's see what's here. Oh, maybe this is a park or something. Oh no, this is somebody's house with a little library here. You can see the house in the background there. This is actually really nice. This is a lot of stuff plant-wise. They've let it grow, but I wonder if they do some trimming to keep it to where it isn't over obnoxious. But they have their little library here on top of their mailbox. This is nice. Wow. And they have a fountain in front. Wow, that's actually nice. It's a deep lot. These being older parceled properties, this is a deep lot, so long and narrow. So if you're in your backyard or in the back of the house, you actually are quite a ways away from the street. Some of the newer apartment buildings, these are still several decades old, but you see they get larger over time. The next building across the street, they did rooftop patios, which is a good idea. Actually gives them a view of the ocean there, since they can see across the neighbors on the other side of the street. This is Avenue F. It's like Catalina and Avenue F. Probably cut down in a couple blocks here. As we're getting into much more residential. Hand trucks, use the back stairs, please. Okay. For a major street, this is actually quiet. Not a lot of traffic along here, and the cars here seem to be obeying the speed limit, respecting that. To our right here, which would be north, is not too far. We're from away from Pacific Coast Highway, which is a major traffic artery through here. In fact, if we look up the street here, we can see some cars zipping across there, left to right. That'll actually be Pacific Coast Highway over there, which, as we take a quick glimpse there, had very little traffic, but that just isn't the case on PCH. Pacific Coast Highway, or Coast Highway, as a lot of people call it, Highway 1 out here in California, stretches north to south, crossing many, many different cities. Gonna rebalance the gimbal here real quick, so hang in there while the screen does a quick adjustment. Let's see if that did it. Whoop. Hi, Nikat. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. I guess I could say Nikat. Not quite sure how to pronounce that, so I apologize. Apologize for any mispronunciation there. Okay. Let's take a look down here. Let's go down to the one more block to the traffic signal, and then we'll cut down and get a little ocean air. These palm trees weren't native to the area. Palms are not native to the whole Los Angeles region, but they're very, very popular. 1900s through 1950s or so. And so that you see them all over what we call the Southland, which is the Los Angeles area basin. If we were to travel to the heart of LA, or downtown, I shouldn't say that's the heart because LA is so spread out. If we were to travel there, if we could fly as the bird flies, it's only 15 to 20 miles. Now, as the people in the car drive, so if we take a vehicle to go to downtown LA with the traffic, we will be sitting in the car for at least an hour. All right, let's go down this street here, Avenue C. That sounds good. Avenue C. Oh, we have a lot of agave plants here. Good morning. Oh, this house has a nice tiling on the side here. Wow, that is really nice. It's the aquarium view. Some turtles, different fish, definitely tropical fish, starfish, seahorses. Wow, very nice. Corals. Wow. Wow. Someone did a good job on that. So just in the half a block that I've traveled since turning the corner here on Avenue C, the temperature has cooled down because the ocean breeze it's coming inland, so it's coming from over the water, up the beach, and right at me. See how we do with cell signal. If we get some buffering, just hang in there and it will come back. Oh, a tandem bicycle. So this is the esplanade. We'll take a chance by crossing over to the opposite side of the street, which is called the Strand. Let's take a look. We've got traffic stopping both ways. Thank you very much for that. People exercising. Let's head back this way. Oh, this is nice. Just look at the beach, the water. We have lifeguard station down there.
Always talking to someone.
I'm not sure if that's the headquarters for the lifeguard, LA County lifeguard here in Redondo, but definitely lifeguard towers here and there. Up the coast there, we're looking at more of Redondo Beach. We have Hermosa Beach that we can't see because blocking our view is the King Harbor area. So that's what that big outcropping is there. Pier type area, lots of restaurants and small boats. It isn't a large harbor for boats like we'd find in Long Beach or to a much lesser extent San Pedro area. You see some smokestacks over there. I'll call them smokestacks, but they are stacks. That's from a power plant. Just past that, as I said, would be Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, and way off in the distance, if your eyes are really good, you can see some white and red towers, stacks. Those are from another power plant over there. And the power plant that's in our immediate view here, I believe that's been decommissioned anyways. LAX is way down there. Then we hit Santa Monica and Venice. And, nice areas. In this esplanade that we are currently on, travels all the way from, it starts at the base of what you see in front of us, which is a hill. People call it a hill. It's really like a small mountain. That's the Palos Verdes Peninsula. So this esplanade or boardwalk, and people might be more familiar with that term. This travels all the way from the base of that hill, basically the end of this beach. This is Rat Beach. And just if you're curious about why it's named after rats, it's not. Rat Beach is named what it is because it's just after Torrance, because technically there's a sliver of Torrance here. And then the beach goes, the boardwalk goes all the way, and you could walk it all the way to Santa Monica with a few interruptions. Kings Harbor over there is one interruption. You kind of have to walk around the harbor area and rejoin the path. So the people to our left who live in these buildings definitely have the ocean views. And these properties have been here decades and decades and decades and remodeled over the years. It does look like the latest remodels on most of these might have been even in the 70s, 1970s. We have a nice ocean breeze coming here today. Now this beach will get packed. It's still early in the day, so the temperature isn't as high, but the rest of the LA basin will be heating up faster. Wow, this is a nice house over here. That's definitely not a 1970s remodel. So as the temperature increases in other areas of Los Angeles, certainly the close by areas, what we call the South Bay, Torrance area, people will be heading out here to the beach, and this place will be crowded. Excuse me.
Star in a movie called
Yeah, the ocean waves are coming in, are breaking on shore just enough to generate a nice sound. Not a heavy flow in, so that'll make the riptide currents lesser. They don't go away completely, but it'll make them lesser than they can get at times. People who live in these homes and apartments certainly don't have to travel far to go to the beach. And really, they don't have to travel far to get to the daily necessities that we would expect, whether it be the grocery store or even specialty stores or hardware stores or big box stores. It's all in this area. It has everything. Now, if you wanted to drive to see a major sporting event at an arena, now then you're going into LA one way or another, and that will be a drive. Well, this house across the street, this brown house, definitely has a little different architecture. It has curves to it. It's kind of squarish, but they curved off the square sections, not an octagon shape, but it's interesting. Very, very, very interesting. It almost looks like it's divvied up in apartment style, but hard to tell. Nice view of the beach. Now, if the beach was like this all the time, this would be fantastic. It's just a big contrast to how it is normally, bumper to bumper people. This condo complex to our left across the street, these people have mostly glass exposures. Looks like there's only 3 units there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units there. But with all that glass exposure, they really take advantage of the views. And a couple original houses here, just fixed up a little bit. Yeah, stay. Your property's worth a lot of money. Stay. got some benches if you want to take a, good morning. If you want to take a rest and just watch the waves come in, or watch a volleyball game. This is one of the youth programs for the summer going on here in the city. Lots of activities going on. Clean up after your dog, bag dispenser there. Most people are pretty good. Always seems to be that there's one or two that don't respect that, but most people are pretty good about taking care of that. A couple people on some e-bikes. This passing Avenue I think we'll just keep going along the beach a little bit further. Good morning. Here's a little sign, local geology. Let's see what it says here. We can see the entire Santa Monica Bay dune system. If we look towards Santa Monica, because technically the water we're seeing here is the south end of Santa Monica Bay. To the south, the cliffs are of Palos Verdes Peninsula. So we can see the map there, where it says in the lower right-hand corner, a little dirty there, weathered, but on the edge of Torrance and Redondo Beach, King Harbor, Hermosa, Manhattan, El Segundo, Playa del Rey, which is basically where LAX, Marina del Rey, then we go into the Venice, Santa Monica areas. Good morning. Oh, there are quite a few boats in the distance off of the coast of Palos Verdes Peninsula, which more specifically would be Palos Verdes Estates, one of the 4 cities on the peninsula. Got some dogs. Oh, no problem. Dogs go where they want to.
Yeah. I would too.
Yeah, that's right.
If I had to go, I'd shit right here.
Good morning. Well, we're just walking. There's the people running, making us look bad. Just the fact that there's still parking right along the edge of the beach is really unusual. Especially since it's a Friday, the beginning of the weekend. And as I mentioned, it will be a little warm. So we did cross over the border between Redondo and Torrance. And so we are getting towards the end of the beach area. You know, the waves aren't particularly high, so we don't really see a lot of surfers. There are one or two out there, even though it is late in the day for surfing. The best waves over here are usually early in the morning, so the surfing crowd comes out early. One of the benefits of that, besides that they get better waves, is that they don't have to worry so much about running into people swimming in the water. We have a couple parking lots here in Torrance to get to the beach. Parking cost is fairly reasonable. Depends on how long you stay. 4-hour maximum, I believe, in all of these spaces. All right, well, let's cut up one of these streets here. Go back in, more of a business district. Okay, just make sure people look like they're gonna stop. Very good. Thank you. So the first couple blocks between the ocean and the rest of the world here in Torrance Redondo is always residential. Almost always residential. We have to go quite a ways north to get the businesses here. Most of these properties here were zoned residential long before the ocean became really, really popular. So once they're residential, properties just kept that way. And it is a nice place to live. It is much cooler than other areas of Los Angeles. Even as you go inland, maybe 3-4 miles, temperatures heat up. And then if you live in the valley, which is, the valley areas are much like they sound, a valley, they really hold in the heat. Oh, this is a nice well-kept building here. It's clean looking. which is good for the tenants. I'm sure they appreciate that upkeep.
Gregory, someone at home?
Somebody moving across the street, moving in or moving out. Always a lot of work. Moving. Oh, this apartment complex has a nice courtyard. And this, for the era that it is actually very well kept up. Paint's in good shape, the wood's in good shape. Wow. Got some flowers out on the corner on a little bicycle. Going across the street in front of the medical center office, which clearly looks like it's been there for a long time, is another one of those painted benches. Oh, and they're dedicated to somebody. That makes sense. Let's see. This is in loving memory, Paul Andrews, adoring husband and father. Wow, that was nice of someone. Oh, look at this. Village Garden. The Village Garden. Have your next event at the Village Garden. Call Sophia. Oh, and then some business cards out here. Either so you can pick them up or somebody left some. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's a nice garden venue. Oh, that's great. Right here in Riviera Village. Wow. Nice bubble fountain there. Okay. Let's go. Let's turn up this street. Vista Del Mar. Catalina and Vista Del Mar. Oh, that's a bicycle fix-it station with tools to work on your bike next to the bike racks. Ooh, Botox happy hour. How many places can you go where the happy hour is Botox, you know? Only in Los Angeles. I'm really not too sure what Botox happy hour is. I can guess, but I think we'll just leave that up to other people to figure out. Oh, this is the Rolling Hills Flower Mart. They had a whole bunch of glass vases in there. There we go. So that was the back of the store employee area. So the front, the forward-facing area with the flowers and so forth will be up here where they have more exposure. Oh, and they're speaking of exposure, they're getting fresh, you're gonna have some fresh paint and, oh, there's some nice flowers in there. Wow, that is a nice sized place and very nicely displayed. That actually is nicely displayed with a nice selection of cards as well. Wow. It all depends on, they may have the same kind of flowers as other people, but how you present them to your potential customers makes a big difference. Wow, it looks really good. Okay, let's see what else we have going on here. We're over at the Riviera Village Triangle, which that area that is a parking lot is a triangle, but is also an event area. So no event going on today, but this weekend, certainly. This whole area, instead of having cars, will be filled up with one of the many farmers markets. Oh, law office, Gregory Becker. Okay, so West Harbor Farms veggie dogs. Now, I'm not too sure who's scaring me more. The face on the cardboard cutout or the face on the t-shirt. Okay. Yeah, so whenever you think of veggie dogs, you think of that. Always fabulous. Oh, well, that's good, because you don't want to be fabulous sometime and not fabulous other times. Oh, another beach, and this one has a completely different theme of whales. That one's nice. In loving memory, Olga Morgan. Oh, it's good that they do that. Maybe family and friends do that for people. Ariana Hair Studio. Oh, across the street, functional medicine wellness programs. Oh. Let's just see what we got here before we go the other direction. I can tell you something smells good here. Somebody's cooking up something. Do One Service will help small business. Please call. Do One Service. I guess you have to know what that is. Will help small business. Safe, clean, sanitary. I'm not sure what business that is, but we know there's a day spa, Riviera Nails. Across the street, Cosmic Vibes in that violet lavender color. Right near New Shoes. Hey, we're crossing right here. We aren't at a intersection. New Shoes, S-H-U-Z. Let's see. New Shoes, Guiltless Shoe Pleasures. So it doesn't look like they are open right now. Guiltless Shoe Pleasures. And Oath Apparel. I'm not sure what oath you are taking. Oh well, New Shoes there for 18 years. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good for a shoe store, especially a specialty shoe store. Freedom Defender, home of the brave, live free. Okay. All right. Another themed bench, sailboats, the sun. We have the ocean, the beach with crabs. Bench donated by Beach Lending Incorporated. So the temperature has warmed up quite a bit since we got here. It's at least 74 Fahrenheit. Friends of the Vine. Friends of the Vine. Well, probably something to do with wine. Oh, Indulgence Body and Skincare Center. Optometry. Well, we could all use something to see better. Oh my soul. Speaking of shoe stores, oh my soul. This is another specialty shoe stores. It's still open. Spread out, not so you aren't overwhelmed when you go inside. That's very nice, very nice. And they have a big spread too. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Do you mind? We're shooting a live video right now.
Okay, the only flaw now is we have the plumbers going in and out.
Okay.
But if it doesn't bothering you,
No.
I mean now they are on the back again because we had some plumbing issues. So yeah.
Okay, I'll just take just a quick
Yeah,
look. Thanks.
Please do.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Advertising is always good. Okay.
So while they have a lot of stuff as opposed to a mall type shoe store that really overwhelms you, they put out a sample of looks like everything, and then they will do a thing called service and help you pick the shoe, and when you choose a shoe, they'll go in back and grab the one you need, and as opposed to the overwhelming mass that you see at a typical mall shoe store. Service is everything these days, and service is what's missing most places. So it's always nice to have some place like that. And you see couches where you can actually sit down and try on shoes. How many shoe stores have barely a little stool or bench? This is nice. Wow. Happiness is having a best friend. Wow. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. What is your first name?
My name is Nora.
Nora. Thank you so much. Oh my soul. We'll remember that. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh my soul. Riviera Village, Long Beach. Little Sister. Wow. This place smells really nice. Whatever they are prepping for lunch here, it smells really good. More optometry. Guess a lot of people here have trouble seeing. Village Runner. This place is very well known for being an expert in shoes, specifically for fitness, where they actually fit shoes for your feet, because not everyone runs the same pronation, and people with arch is high, low, their foot's toeing in, toeing out, and these people fit you specifically for your particular foot style and walking style and running style. Good love. Yeah, one of the things that they teach you if you ever want to be a serious runner is you don't run in the shoes you walk in. Completely different. Your running shoes are for running only. They wear differently. Oh, Lady Alice Cleaners. Wonder if Lady Alice is there. Well, that's a nice sign. Cardia. Gifts, cards, jewelry. Now serving Vibes. All right, Vibes LA. Oh, this is good. Dogs are welcome, but people are just tolerated. That's good. Yeah. Definitely for the dog lover. Oh, Yogurt Land. We send them around. Let's see if we go in here. Got people running. This little mini mall on a corner. It makes sense. A little mini mall here that we're going to have some more national brands. They seem to gravitate towards mini malls. Oh, this is nice. Wow. Connect, banking done different. This is Riviera Place. Another nice tile sculpture or tile design here. Keeping with the Redondo Beach theme. More turtles, lots of fish, ocean. In the background, the Palos Verdes Peninsula hills. Dedicated to the community of Redondo Beach by Riviera Place, Beyond the Shore, from Michelle Taylor, artist. Good job, Michelle. Riviera Place, 1957. Well, I don't think the Trader Joe's has been there since 1957, but it's been there for a while. And for those of you that know Trader Joe's, always busy. This is Beauty Loops. And those of you who don't know Trader Joe's, the next time you're in a town with Trader Joe's, check them out. Trader Joe's has a lot of unique items, and they aren't that expensive. Trader Joe's is not a high-priced market, but they carry a lot of unique things that you are not going to find elsewhere. What is this? It looks like a Starbucks or something. Yeah, that would make sense to get in a mini mall and find a Starbucks. Go over here. Sure enough, we knew there had to be a Starbucks somewhere. Well, across the street is the Bullpen Steakhouse Cocktails and Entertainment, which has been there a long time too, decades and decades. Even these smaller benches are themed, which is a good idea. Good idea to do that. You can see as we pass restaurants, we're seeing more people. We'll let the UPS driver go by. Has priority in my book. Okay. And so just across the street, almost from Starbucks, we have the Coffee Bean, which is still a multi-location coffee house, but it's a little smaller than Starbucks. And next to it is Good Stuff, which is a well-known restaurant with a few locations, not a lot, but a few locations around this area. And they definitely do serve good stuff. So we're seeing more people. Oh, you can see breakfast number one. Ooh. And they have a low-carb Benedict. I'm not sure, maybe it's not on English muffin. Yeah, I guess not. But Good Stuff serves good stuff, and as we get later in the day, the restaurants and the outdoor dining starts getting busier. Crazy Fish Grill. Well, so there's nobody there because that typically isn't a breakfast food. Oh, there are some people eating at the Riviera Mexican Grill. Actually, they probably serve up some good breakfasts there. Instead of going for the traditional American fare, try something different. Oh, another driver waiting for us. That was nice. So this right here, the street that we just intersected with, is Pacific Coast Highway. I mentioned that before. So this is a major thoroughfare. We got a glimpse of it before looking up one of the side streets. And again, we are not seeing a lot of traffic. And this is a heavily, heavily traveled street. I think we're just getting by it at the right times not to see a lot. Normally, this place is packed with cars for miles and miles and miles. It is the thoroughfare throughout, going through a number of major cities. I mean, you could take PCH for 15 miles easily and be in traffic the whole time. Avenue H. See if we make the little Walkman on the sign. Yes, we make it. $15.11. Looks like a restaurant set up. Sure, I don't think they're operating right now. Looks like they're doing some renovations. Actually, ooh, grapevines. Actually have grapevines strung on the outside. Oh my gosh, with grapes. Look at that. Yeah, I'm surprised to see them just because I figured somebody probably would have snagged them. They aren't large enough to eat or juice, but they have been growing for a while. Wow. There are private grape vineyards at some homes in the area. I just haven't seen this at a business right on a busy sidewalk. Wow. Sure get a lot of, you can have almost enough here for maybe half an ounce of wine. Of course, you have to juice it, ferment them, or whatever steps you take to make wine. I'm not an expert on wine, so I'll leave that up to the people that know what they're doing. Across the street, the Hollywood Riviera car wash. Gotta get your car clean. Ooh, free hot stone at Nora Thai Massage. If you go for a Thai massage, I guess you go for a Thai meal afterwards. You can make it a day. Oh, barbershop. China Coast. China Coast. Oh, and they have pictures of their food across the top there, so you know what they're serving up. This looks like a pretty quick place too, in and out. Might have to check this out sometime. 11:30 is when they open. Oh, shrimp lobster. That sounds good. Sweet wheat across the street. That looks like it's coming in. Wonder what that's going to be. Now we've gone a few blocks since the other coffee shop, so it's okay to have another coffee. This is Pete's Coffee. Kurisaki next to it, and then China Bistro. I did see this appearance salon. So I guess that's different than a beauty shop. Appearance salon. Magical blooms. Wow, well, they definitely get some attention here. So they don't have a lot of glass for people to see what's going on inside, so they paint up the side of the building. That's a good idea, right? Because most of their stuff is off behind that door, and you just can't see it when you drive by. Well, Sister's Barn Barbecue Eatery. Wonder if the sisters are there, or Terrasaco Mexican food. The craft beer and barbecue will probably appeal to a lot of people. So this is a hair design. So it's not appearance, it's not beauty, it's design. And this is how they design you. You get you could look like this guy here. Well, it gets your attention, and you know what they do. So, yeah. That's Zaira Flaming Grill across the street next to Pat's Cocktails #2, and next to the bank. Let's go down the street there. It's a nice street, nice and straight. Residential looks pretty much all kept up really well. The house across the street there with the more Victorian look almost looks original, with the exception Victorian wasn't built here. It was what was built here originally was more like this, the Spanish type style. So this house looks original. Wow, nice yard. Yeah, these properties are very well kept. Very nice, and they have they put in these speed humps. I wonder why they didn't make them closer together, so you can certainly squeeze between them with at least half of your wheels of your car. Want to slow drivers down on this street. Ooh, more Spanish. This one's original as well. Oh, this is interesting. Rock of Ages. So it looks like a church that somebody designed with rocks. You got a little doggy at a table there. What do they have here? Pro tip: you should wash your hands even when there isn't a global panic. Yes, that's a good idea. Avenue F Sharp music shop. She shares seashells by the seashore. Shells to share. Please take one and have a great day. Oh, wow. That's kind of neat. Oh, and here's a little sign. The Redondo Beach, King Harbor, and that's an archway. It's a model of an archway that is in front of the actual harbor. Now the mermaid is sitting on a bridge, and I wasn't sure mermaids could technically walk on land to get to the bridge, but then again, I'm not a mermaid expert, so I don't know. We have a trailer, almost a teardrop trailer. It's blue, but it could be a teardrop trailer in the back, in front of Sweet Pea Pearl Shop. And in the window is a picture of pearls. Of course, an apple. You need an apple. Whoever said one person can't change the world never ate at an undercooked bat. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever said one person can't change the world never ate an undercooked bat. Okay, I hear you. Oh, Trader Joe's. We just actually passed them a little bit ago. So this is their own little Trader Joe's model. Wow. Oh, very good. That's kind of neat. Oh gosh, there's more. Surf shop. L&L Surf Shop. You know, these are local businesses here, and it's almost like the person here made these, didn't buy these, just looking at them. And they're heavily varnished. If you can see the gloss, they're heavily varnished because we're right next to the ocean, so the salt air would just tear them up. So that's why they're so shiny. Handles. Okay. Swap Rock Trading Post open. Howdy, welcome. Take one, leave one. Oh, got a couple loves there. Wow. Me, this show is boring, boss. Again, this is a Zoom meeting. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Sandcastle. This is, it's missing a letter, maybe Brock Bikes or Brack Bikes. Another local, VW bus, watering can, little house. Oh, a little stone structure there. A tree stump type house. Oh, that's a little size house. Another one down there. Little book barn. I never imagined I'd go up to the bank teller with a mask on and ask for money. Yep. Okay, more shells, a surfboard. Oh, a wishing well. Guy standing outside his little house there. Oh, a unicorn next to the sheriff, and oh, that's a little house there. That blue thing says welcome. This is some type of hut over there. Another little house. Hard Rock Cafe. Okay, that one makes sense. Yeah, lots of little houses. This person likes building little houses. Very nice. Wow. That's a different thing to have in your front yard, and hummingbird feeders, because the hummingbirds like to look at the view too. That's a nice thing to have in front of your house. You don't see that too often. That kind of tells you that people around here don't come steal things. All right. Ooh. People have a nice front patio. Oh, this is nice. Definitely low maintenance, drought tolerant. A little too much rock for me, but it is very clean. It definitely is very clean. Oh, and they have a bench out in front, people to sit on. See the ocean again in the distance. So just walking this way, the temperature goes down quite a bit. It is getting warm. Let's go this way. You are enough. Wow, that's a wide door. Glass. They do have screening on it, so you can't see inside from this direction. You can, from the inside, you can see outside. Wow. Nice house. A block from the ocean. Oh, here's another one coming in. Wow. Wow, they certainly dug down deep here for whatever they're building. It's either a big house, like the house we just passed, like that house right there, or it's going to be a multi-family building. They did go pretty deep, so there's going to be a level below ground level. There's probably height restrictions here, which might be 2 or 3 stories. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, let's go up here. Across from Royal Towers. Since these lots were laid out so many decades ago, wide streets, some of these are deep lots. People have land. Oh, nice roses. Even the curb strip is really wide. Another more recent remodel here. These are almost bungalow style homes. Well, not this one. This was a remodel at some point. Most of these have been remodeled over the years, ending up with a neighborhood with all sorts of different styles. Now this house was remodeled, but they kept the Spanish theme. That's a nice front door, very tall. They kept the Spanish theme, but this is sure looks like from the front an all-out rebuild. So at one end of the street is the ocean, and just a couple blocks at the other end, we're right into the business district. Yeah, low maintenance and clean. You know, whether or not this is your style or not, most of the residents here keep their properties clean, and this is a clean look. Okay. head back along PCH or Pacific Coast Highway. There's the Smart and Final across the street. That's a big Smart and Final. One of the largest stores, one of the largest markets in this area. So you have Trader Joe's for a lot of specialty, unique items you won't find anywhere else. And then if you want to buy in mini bulk or more along the lines of a small, big box store for groceries, you go to Smart and Final. Oh, looks like we're gonna make the little man telling us to cross. Every 5-10 minutes that goes by, it warms up a little bit more. Oh, the MJ building. Wow, that doesn't look 1960s, late 1960s or what? Wow.
There's this high-end gentleman's club.
All right, we're heading back, cutting through this Riviera Place corner mini mall. Pick up a Jamba Juice. So they have a bunch of people in there. Past the Trader Joe's. Past Yogurtland. I do wonder about that lavender latte. I wonder if we can see this mural over there. There might be a fence between us. Kind of got a glimpse of this while we were going by the other direction. Yeah, it looks like there's a fence there. But the whole backside of that building is painted up in a mural. That's kind of nice. See what we can cross. Doesn't look like there's a crosswalk at the next intersection, which is unusual because this is such a pedestrian-friendly place. That driver was watching while he was backing up. Ooh, 1711 on that building. Mailboxes. Not a lot of mailboxes around anymore around here that aren't directly outside the post office. Most of them were taken out. It's interesting how some of these curbs next to the triangle parking lot here have ramps and some don't. We'll go up to the corner here. More businesses. Much of these in this section look more like professional type realtors, investments, even though there is a gallery furnishing crystals, art, jewelry, hair salon, but chiropractic, whole center over there with more mortgage groups, another spa, alterations. Excellent, very good. Well, thanks for joining me today on the Riviera Village walk. I think we're gonna end the stream now. It's been a while, it's warming up. And so hope to see you along on our next adventure. So hit that like button, please, please, please. Smash that like button and tap that subscribe button so you get the notice the next time that we're going live with some new adventure so you can come along with us. Have a great day.